Hey guys, this is Greg's Beer Review. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews. Today's beer is a 2011 edition of Boom Chocolate Stout Porter. Now, I've had a stout porter or a porter stout. I've had stouts and I've had porters. Never had a stout porter. This is a porter brewed with cocoa. Explosion of flavor is what it's got here. Brewed in the Czech Republic. Alcohol is 7.8% ABV on this one, guys. Let me read what's on the back of here. From the Czech Republic that invented lagers, we offer you beers that have an explosion of flavor. Boom Chocolate Stout Porter is brewed with caramel, dark and roasted malts, Czech cacao powder, which I think is cocoa over there, lager yeast, and conditioned for 120 days for smooth, rich tastes. Brewed and bottled by Explosion Brewing Company, and they're out of the Czech Republic. Baltic Porter is what it's got here for the style on Beer Advocate. Year-round serving from these guys on this one. One of my subs suggested I try this, so I picked one up when I was up getting beers. I don't think this one actually came from Vintage Cellar. I think it came from somewhere else. So, the food pairings for this one, the cuisine would be barbecue. Cheeses are earthy, camembert, fontina, and the meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glassware, pint, becker, stein, mug, Sadell. I got the oversized wine glass. I got the double glass, guys. That's what I like to use on these beers. This is 7.8%, so don't know. I've had some of my subs ask me, what's the difference between a porter and a stout? Porter's supposed to be a little lighter, a little easier, a little thinner than a stout. It was actually brewed for the, I guess, the dock workers and stuff over in England back in the day, that they could actually drink this beer during the day and not get shit-faced, and they was able to continue on. This was back in the day. I mean, 1700s, 1800s. There was no Coca-Colas or Dr. Peppers or anything like that to drink. Everybody drank alcohol, basically. It was a malted beverage. That's what they drank then. That's just the way it was then, guys. Sorry I didn't live then. I probably would have enjoyed that tremendously. Especially once if I'd have figured out how to brew it, I'd have been doing what I'm doing now, guys. The beer is not, the beer can be cellared for extended cellarings, being a 7.8, almost 8% beer. Most of your stouts and your porters that are higher ABV, being a 7% and above, can be cellared. Once you get below 7%, you're kind of limiting the freshness date there on a low ABV beer. It's like trying to cellar a Budweiser for a couple of years. Just wouldn't want to do that. Guys, I'm flapping my gums. I don't think there's anything else we need to go over on this one. Let's get the cap off of this thing. See if this is good as what my sub said it was. So I probably had a beer from the Czech Republic. I don't know. Let's go down the center. I think it's a generator head. Tell you what, it is motor oil black. It looks like from here. We'll see. I believe I can get all this in there. I am. All right, that pours a very good looking beer in the glass. About a finger of head, maybe just a tad less. A lot of little small bubbles streaming up to the bottom of it. Over into the light, it is black as black. It's as black as this used motor oil. Tim, it's as black as the motor oil in my Harley Davidson when I drained it out. Wow, looks good in the glass. Nice, creamy, brown colored head there. I'm kind of streaming around there, see what you can look like in the lacing there. Looks very good in the glass. Very, very, very nice. Guys, let's get a nose on this one. roasty malt. I am getting a little bit of the chocolate. It is a unsweetened chocolate, maybe a baker's chocolate or a bittersweet chocolate. Maybe just a little bit of coffee in there, not much. Most of it is chocolate and roasted malt. Smells very pleasant. Cheers, Prost, and all that, guys. A little thin, a little watery. I am getting the cocoa. It is like a, it's not super bitter. It's like a semi-sweet. This is very good though. Very nice. If I was over there, I could drink this very easily every day. Very pleasant. Wow. I knew they were worldwide famous for their lagers, pilsners. But this is pretty damn good stout. Porter stout, I don't know which one they're, porter stout, which category they're wanting us to be in. It says Baltic porter here, so I'm going to lean more toward the porter, but it's thin like a porter. But it's got some nice roasty attributes that a stout has got. And being a 7.8%, I'm leaning more toward the stout version of that than a porter. So maybe it's a thin with a porter taste with the stout ABV. What do you think on that, guys? It's nice though. Very pleasant. Very pleasant. Glad I picked it up. I didn't know what to expect. A lot of people that are just getting into craft beers say, "Oh, you're to try this beer. It's a 10, or it's the best thing I ever had," and it may be the first one they've ever had, and it's not that good. This one is a little on the thin side, but it's got some good taste to go with it. A lot of roasted malt and a little bit of cocoa in there. So it's pretty tasty, guys. I'm gonna let it warm up. Let the other half sip this, and hopefully it'll get just a little more roastier and a little more chocolatier as it warms up. Get room temperature, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna do the final chug on this one, but I'm glad I picked this one up. Thanks for recommending it. I'll be right back. Stick around. Alright, guys, thanks for sticking around. Got just a little left in the glass. They were half to love this. She said, "Is it a porter or a stout?" And I said, I don't know. It says porter or stout on the label both. it's a porter stout. So never had a porter stout, guys. ABV like a stout, thin mouthfeel like a porter, but definitely very nice on the flavor. Very roasty and a little bit of the bittersweet chocolate. So it has some cocoa in it, so that's where I'm getting the chocolate from. Very pleasant smell, very pleasant taste. Final chug, guys. Wow. Boom is excellent. I enjoyed that. Very pleasant. Got the year right up here. It is a porter slash stout, I guess. It's got Baltic porter here, so I'm going to classify it as a porter because the mouthfeel is more like a porter, but it's just a higher ABV porter. They could have left the stout off of that, so guys, very pleasant. Probably one of the nicer beers from the Czech Republic. I don't think I've ever had an original Budweiser from the Czech Republic. That's where they originally came from before Anheuser-Busch and all them got into that and got the name, and it's all political from there and everything they touch is. And I was a big, y'all know this, and I'm gonna touch on this for about 10 seconds. I drank Budweiser exclusively for 30 years. Wouldn't drink hardly anything else. Every now and then I drank a Bass or something else, and enjoyed those beers. And that's basically what ended up leading me somewhere else other than the macro lagers, because I just got tired of that grassy, grainy, thin. If you want to drink a beer that's gonna, if you had to drink 20 or 30 of them and to catch a buzz and knock you down, those beers will do that for you. And I got to the point where I got tired of that and wanted something with a little more taste, and graduated into the craft beers. And now I'm brewing and reviewing beers. And I enjoy drinking a different beer every day and reviewing it for you guys. So, with that being said, not flapping my gums anymore, guys. I enjoyed this tremendously. Rate Beer doesn't have any scores on this at all. A beer that comes up with an 86. I kind of agree with that. I'm gonna give it an 8, which is an A minus. It's got the date on here. It's a stout slash porter, whatever they want, a Baltic porter, 2011. That's all we need to know on that. I mean, if it's an IPA or something, we kind of want to get the month on that. You don't have to put the day on there, but we kind of want the month on there for the IPAs. If you give me 2011 on a porter or a stout, good enough for me, especially when it's almost an 8% beer, because it's going to keep. And that's all we need to know, and this is a good beer. So guys, if you can get this beer, it's from Czechoslovakia. Pretty tasty. I enjoyed this one. I don't think I've had anything else from Czechoslovakia I enjoyed it quite this much. So, that being said, if you've had this one, give me some comments back on this one, guys. Liked it, loved it. Let me know what you think of it. I thought it was pretty tasty. More in the porter line than the stout as far as mouthfeel and everything like that, guys. But pretty tasty otherwise. So always rate, comment, subscribe, and I want to hear back from you. Give me some comments back on this one, guys. You know what we're going to do tomorrow? We're going to look in that fridge. Hope you can join me then. See everybody then.